Hello and welcome to Matt's Reloading Bench. Today, I'm going to be doing an unboxing of something that I've been trying to get my hands on for quite some time, but it's always been on back order. The Caldwell Fire Control Front Rest. I am super excited to get this thing unboxed and to get to the range and try shooting it. This is something that I've been working on trying to get my hands on for a couple of months now, but it's always been on back order. It is a budget model of a joystick front rest, but you know what? You got to start with what you can afford, and there's nothing wrong with starting something at the lower end. And who knows, maybe this thing is going to turn out to be great. So stick around and we're going to find out. So all I've done so far is cut open the box. I have not pulled anything out whatsoever. So looking at it, before I do anything, I'm going to pull out my instructions here and go over the assembly of this and see what needs to be done. So there's a couple of different assemblies. There's the control arm assembly, which is items 3, 4, 5, and 6, which is all right here. The 4-end stop assembly, which is number 10 right here. The cradle ear thumb screw assembly, which is number 7, okay, on both sides. The coarse elevation knob assembly, which is number 8 and 9, which is all right here and goes into the side. And the adjustable base feet, which there are 3. So I'll go ahead and pull everything out of the box and go from there. All right, so here's my entire layout of all of the parts. So this right here is the control arm assembly. Right here is the 4-end stop assembly, which it appears it'll go in there and cinch in on both ends with nuts. And here's one of the cradle ear screws, and then the other one goes in here. Course elevation knob goes in right there, and it looks like it is secured on with one of these pan screws. So this is your locking knob, this is your adjustment knob. For the control arm assembly, it says to slide the control arm over the stainless steel shaft protruding from the rubber boot, which is right here. Make sure that the groove in the stainless steel shaft can be seen through the threaded thumb screw hole of the control arm. That's going to be this hole right here. And this is going to be our threaded thumb screw, I imagine. It says the control arm can be used with or without the palm handle, which is this, and quite frankly, I don't feel like using that, so we are not going to install that part of it. So then we just take the palm knob and it threads on to the end here. For the 4-end stop assembly, It says the fore end stop is a rubber-coated stud designed to locate the gun stock in the shooting position. Remove the bottom jam nut and insert the threaded fore end stop shaft to position the jam nut into the hex-shaped cavity at the top of the casting. Reassemble the lower jam nut and lock into place with a 1/2 inch wrench. It may be necessary to adjust the stop to accommodate your gun stock. Some rifle stocks may not be compatible with the fore end stop. So we will drop this in to the recess. All right, that should be good for now. I will tighten that up with a 1/2 inch wrench. All right, I'm not going super tight on this because I don't know what setting I'm going to be using this at, and chances are I'm probably going to be using this bag replacement. It's a low bag instead of this medium. This is a thin one. So once I have this all set up how I want it, I'm going to throw my rifle on there and see if it fits decent in this or not. I can tell you right now, I don't really care for this. I'm probably going to go with this. It seems like it's just a nylon type bag, and it feels like it's got a lot more slide on it than this. It's leather, but it seems a little grippy, and I just don't think it's going to work the way that I want it to. So I'm probably going to use this low bag instead. So these are the screws for it, and these are the holding brackets that would go on here. So to install this, I would have to remove this one. But before doing that, like I said, I will put my rifle on here and see how it feels to me. And I can tell you right now, I do not like this bag rider that is on there. Not at all. So I will be removing this, and I am going to fill this one. For right now, I'm not sure what I'm going to use for my fill, but I'll figure it out. All right, first things first, going to pull off this bag. All right. Honestly, I'm probably going to end up taking the fill out of this bag and transferring it over into that one. So to do so, I will have to set up something to pour the fill into, and then I will have to funnel it into that one. All right, well, I took one of my larger powder funnels that I don't use for anything, and I've got that stuffed into the fill slot, so we'll see how this goes. Oh yeah, this is going to be a lot of fun. So setting this up, it's like there's a T-track. It's got to go in here, and then it goes into this ear through a little gap of no stitch there, and then there's a gap over here. So just got to work it around until it finds its way where you want it to go. And I don't know how stiff I want this or how not stiff. It's probably going to be a lot of trial and error. All right, I'd say that's looking pretty gosh darn good. I don't think it can really get a whole lot tighter, so I'm gonna go ahead and get this cinched down and put into place. All right, so I don't want that to be happening. So I think what I'm going to do is I am going to put this on its nose so that that fill inlet is up. Like so. Now, the screws for this are longer than the screws that came out of the medium bag. So I'm going to feed this through and then through this hole. And then I will do the same with the other hole. This could almost be a two-person deal. There we go. And I don't feel any clumps of sand underneath there. All right, so what I went and did is I filled this bag back up with what was left of the media that was in it, and I mixed in a little bit of corncob media because it's just what I had laying around, and it feels much softer. So for right now, until I get something that fits my rifle better, I'm gonna put this back on. So this guy's coming off. All right. Well, put the rifle on there again and see how it fits. All right, well, I am happy with it so far, minus the front bag here. I'm quite sure that's something that I will be able to get something for. I saw online that other companies make ones that are compatible to go on there that are made by the same companies that make all the high quality front rest bags. The next stop is going to be the rifle range. And unfortunately, that will not be today. I'm going to take this setup out and I'm going to do some shooting. And I think I will take some measurements so that I can get the height figured out for a rear bag on this sucker. I'm very curious to see what kind of stability that I can get with this platform. This rest is called the Fire Control. It's a Caldwell product. I ordered mine off of Optics Planet. It was $250 plus shipping and handling. So far, it appears to be a decent unit. I haven't used it yet, obviously, but next range day, it's going to be go time with this thing. So stick around for that. The Rodzilla, the Lenzi, the Sebs, they're all great looking pieces of art in my opinion, but they're just way out of my price point at this point in time in my life. And this sits well at a comfortable $250. So Any of you guys out there that work for any of those above companies, if you're feeling generous and you want to ship one to me, please reach out to me. I'd be more than happy to take one under my wings. If you have any questions about anything that you've seen in this video, please let me know in the comments section down below. And hit that thumbs up so that YouTube knows that you like my videos. And please subscribe to my channel and hit that bell icon so that you can get notifications of when the next video does come out. Until next time, shoot straight and be safe.